textbooks? Huh. Hang tight, guys.
Oh, you're young?
All of them?
Yes.
All of them. Hold tight, guys. Not expected that. There we go. Alright. Had to move that back. Hold on, guys, real quick. Just had to do this. Okay. Just gotta make sure that everything's on. But anyway, I guess I'm getting used to this. Okay, let me just make this a little louder real quick. So if you guys are in the chat, you can always hear me. I know I didn't send out a notice or anything, but whatever. Alright. Okay, guys, so we are live. So what is up, guys? It's Mr. T coming at you live from NYC. Welcome back to Convos, our podcast over here at Tim Talks. And hey, guys, welcome back to another live stream. So don't mind how I'm looking, guys. It's just because I actually got back from a long walk. So you guys probably wondering where the hat is because I usually wear it every live stream. It's over here, but because it was pretty freaking hot today, I just didn't want to wear it. But just know that I did come from somewhere. But anyway, apart from that, guys, you read the title. So before I get started with anything, I just want to say, congrats as well to the class of 2023. And again, it doesn't really necessarily matter whether you're in elementary, middle school, high school, or even college. It doesn't matter with regards to any grade, but just know that if you made it to the end of the school year, again, congrats. Because I know how difficult it must be as well, because I've been chatting as well with some of my friends, and they said the same thing as well, where they kind of struggled. And not gonna lie, I understand that, because you guys probably know we just got out of a pandemic, and after the pandemic, just because people are still struggling with their studies, struggling with finances, struggling with a lot of things. And so, it really was a push and a shove to just try and, get things back on track. And so let me just move this a little bit closer. But, if you guys have literally undergone that challenge, again, just know that I understand, because I've been there, done that, and I felt that before when it came down to, dealing with those struggles in school. Um, but anyway, so again, congrats as well. So, just a shout out as well to my students as well, who are actually going to be promoting this. I don't know when, because I know in Saipan that there was a typhoon that was nearby, and everyone got a little bit worried, because that's the third super typhoon that would actually impact the island in a big way. So again, at least I know that it hit Guam. It's not that it's a good thing, but it's rather that, at least for the most part, Guam is better equipped to handle these storms. But Saipan wasn't. So just to hear that it avoided that, again, my prayers as well goes out to anyone there who suffered through that typhoon. Again, it's not that you want it to hit another place, but it's rather that you just don't want it to hit at all, right? And because of that, again, it really was a struggle for everyone at that time, at this time. So again, my prayers go out to the families who are going through those struggles as well. But back over to, again, Saipan. I know that there's been a postponement as well about every single ceremony has been postponed because of this storm, because again, it was unexpected that it would come this so early in May. um I know that we're not strangers to storms when it comes down to the typhoon season, but then again, what with the typhoon season, it's kind of unpredictable, and so we can never really anticipate what's going to happen. But just because of that, everything had to shift, and I don't know when my students are going to promote. I look forward to seeing that live, because I know that they will do it live. But again, this doesn't just go out to you guys as my students, but also to anyone out there who passed the school year and who's going to promote, who's going to graduate, who's going to get their degree. I literally have my degree like right now. It's like right over here. I still remember when I got this thing, and it was again unbelievable as well when I first got it. Because I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever have you ever felt, for example, when you moved on to the next level, and it's not just like, of course it's an achievement as well to promote to another grade level, that much is certain. But think about, for example, when you move on to middle school, you go on to high school, you go into college, and you graduate from there, or if you're in a vocational school or something like that, right? So when it comes down to those milestones, again, it's something that you can't always, you know, it's not every day where that happens, right? So just to have it happen, you know that feeling as well, that acceleration you get by just by, you know, being there and just knowing that, hey, I made it. I made it, and that's what counts, and that's unbelievable. So you couldn't imagine as well the feeling that I had when I first got this thing. I'm not going to show you the name because you probably already know what the name is. But when I first had the degree, it was just unbelievable to think that I came to that point in my life. I still remember my promotion ceremonies and my graduation ceremony in high school, and then now going into 23, I'm well into it, but just imagining that I actually got it. And I know that other people have gotten it as well. They got their degrees, they got their diplomas, and just to hear that is again unbelievable. I literally seen the pics of different people, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and just to see it happen and to see the smiles on people's faces, to know that they made it. And like I said, I understand as well because this school year was freaking rough. It's such a struggle as well, just to hear people's opinions and struggles, and just to hear them let it all out. And like I said, over here at the podcast, you know it was un it was also disappointing as well as a struggle to just hear other people's opinions, and just to hear what other people have to say. And sometimes I have to put it in my mind as well, and in my heart, that you know these situations are real. And it's not that I didn't accept it, it's the fact that there's so much happening behind the scenes. And the fact that people can go day by day with their lives, and just going to school, and just having to relive that nightmare of the struggles, and just that feeling like I'm not getting help, or those kind of things. And like I said, in during my time in school, it also posed its own challenge. Like I said, back then I was semi introverted in a way. I didn't make those kind of associations with other people, and the person that you're seeing now, like I said before, is the product of everything that came before me. And those changes, those life changing moments that I've had, where I realized, hey, I gotta not get my act together, but just know that there's more to life than just doing what it is that I wanted to do. Um, so again, all those struggles, I still remember everything from the assignments, the projects, just trying to get through school, get through the day. And sometimes, you get those people in the schools who are not as supportive, or just want to be douchey or bitchy about it when it comes down to, you know, you being the student, and then this person being the figure of authority. Again, I know many of you people can relate. I know many of you guys over there, wherever you are in the world, you probably had that one teacher, or you had that one adult, or even a cafeteria person, whoever, right? And they just want to make your life harder. They just want to see you suffer or whatever. And like I said, I've heard that, and I've heard other people say that, and I've heard other people voice their concerns about it. And again, it's distressing as well just to hear that. That's why I know this school year is different compared to others, because one is like we really got out of the pandemic, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing as well that we actually got through it, all of us, at least most of us. Rest in peace to those who passed on. And again, my deepest condolences as well for anyone who's lost someone during this difficult time. But as well, what with everything that's happened, when the pandemic ended, it's like all these standards we have to meet. And I myself as a teacher, I've heard those struggles when it comes down to other from different teachers, saying how they do this or they act like this because they want to meet the standards set forth by them. And in my mind, I thought that that's not going to work, because of the fact that students struggle beforehand, way before these standards were renewed, reinstated. Because like I said, the school year was a struggle because students had to meet these standards that, you know is just not realistic. You know, we can't just force students to want to catch up on something. And I know that we want the best for everyone. We want the best for the students. We want the best for our children. But you know, we have to think realistically that we have to expect that the standards for the student to catch up, we need to also be in sync with them, right? And that's one of the things I've heard from students when talking about this school year is that teachers have these goals, but they ain't realistic. And the students have these capacities, these capabilities, but the problem is that they're being forced to do something that they don't have the skill set or they're equipped to do at that moment, right? Because like I said, it's a freaking pandemic. What are we gonna do, right? Things have to change and things have to adapt, and that was one of the issues that I've heard. And I'm not toning down the congratulations here. It's just more so what I've been hearing. Like I said, this is why I did the podcast. Is just that I want to hear you guys out, and you know, I want to hear your concerns, see what you have to say, um, and those kind of things, right? So again, you know, with everything, it really was a challenge posed by to everyone, right? And like I said, for the teachers, they are being forced to meet these goals. For the students, they have to also meet their teachers' expectations, but they know that they couldn't, right? Because we've all been affected by a pandemic, right? So there's that. Another thing that I've heard as well is that, like I said, students have been struggling with different mental health problems, anxiety, depression, suicide. I know that's a stressful topic, but again, you know, it's real. Sometimes it's better to just say it and say, you know, this is happening rather than to say nothing's happening at all. Because only then we ignore the problem. And so, because of that, like I said, this has become such a big struggle as well during the school years that students are just trying to get their footing back and trying to get their act back together, all the while just dealing with a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. And you know, I get it. Sometimes, you know, I've seen students walk by me every time I walk on my way to work, and or where I'm going somewhere in the city, and just to hear, for example, the struggles that students go through. Again, it's difficult. It's difficult, and it's such a struggle, and it's very clear that there's a problem, right? It's very clear that, you know, inside the walls of the school, there's more that's happening, and there's more that's at stake. And just to hear that that was happening to other students, again, it hurts me because I am a teacher. I'm basically representing the community that people can come to hate, and I totally get that. You know, I get it because not everyone has had the best teacher, or the best figure. Not everyone has had that opportunity to, you know, have those people in their lives who can help them wholeheartedly, you know. And like I said, it's not fair because, again, why should the student have to suffer at the hands of someone who's supposed to guide them, right? So really, it was just such a um it was so heartbreaking as well when I keep getting those comments one after another, and with different situations, which is why I still do the podcast, and which is why, you know, I still continue to improve on the way I do it. And you guys have probably seen as well, for those of you who aren't into the podcast, or who want to see other things, that's why I try to work well, what do you call that? I try to, what do you call that word? There you go. All round. So, I sorry. An all round type of approach. I literally try to go all around when it comes down to putting up content, right? For example, with the podcast, sometimes it takes a while, right? And sometimes that's catered to older audiences. That's fine. But I've seen audiences as well that come into the channel and say, hey, you know, I saw you over there on the community tab when I do the shout outs. And again, I mean that every time I do the shout outs is I have no regrets with doing it, because I've seen creators as well put their hearts out into doing their content and just seeing that blossom. And I want to see them blossom as well. And back to what I was saying about being all around with my content. Again, even on the shorts, you can see that sometimes I put a little bit of truth in the captions, and that's because I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly as well on my mission to improve people's mental health, which is why I do it. Sometimes you see a little bit of truth, sometimes it's just for a laugh, but all of it ties into just wanting to do something to make an impact in other people's lives, you know. And so with that in mind, like I said, there's just all these things that have been happening, and you know, I totally understand with what's been going on. And so that's why I put that mindset as well when it comes down to doing podcasts, when it comes down to making memes, when it comes down to doing the community tab. I try to be careful, and again, people can perceive things differently, but like I said, all of it is tied into what I need to do. And I think it's my mission to just want to help the lives of other people, right? But back to what I was saying about students. That's why I wanted to do this live stream with you guys in mind. I want to do this live stream with you guys in mind, the class of 2023, elementary, middle school, high school, college, whatever, right? Because of the fact that you all had to do that. Our generation is called something different. I know it was more than just like the COVID generation, it was something else. But all I know is that this generation was different in our struggles. You know, we went through so much. We went through so much in a short amount of time. And I know that 3 years is quite a bit. So literally, hang tight, guys. Sorry, guys. Sometimes you have to do some things that are makeshift. That's why the camera's kind of wobbling. I was supposed to get a stand, but I can't find any stand that looks better than this makeshift one. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, this gen has been through so much, and you guys have literally been through the ringer. Myself, yourselves, every self, whoever it may be. If you're a student, you knew how it felt like just going through everything grade by grade. Sometimes you went through the whole time, for example, especially if you're in middle school or high school, you went through the rest of your tenure in those schools. Even in college as well, as the COVID generation. And to see all those opportunities lost to time, right? But again, that's why I wanted to do this, because you guys deserve it. Everything that you've been through, all the struggles and all the trials and all the BS and all that stuff, is because you pushed through. If you're still here, and even if you may not be watching this at this time, if you're still here and you're just, for example, if you're walking down the aisles, you're getting your degree or diploma or whatever, sometimes you gotta put in your mind that you made it. Not no one is going to go through what you went through in more than 100 years, and or probably even never. Hopefully, if we really think about it and if we really get our act together, right? No one can tell you otherwise that you didn't go through this, because you did. You went through it, and then you got through the challenge together. And so that's something that we really want to I really want to say, because again, you guys have been through so much. And I don't say that lightheartedly as if it means nothing, but you've been through it all, and the struggle and the toils and everything. And so I just wanted to say, congrats. You got this. You got something. You move forward. You went through each grade knowing that you made it, and it's unbelievable. And regardless of what other people say or what other people think of you, just know that from over here at the channel, over here at the podcast, you know shout out to you for making it through. And I know that it was such a big struggle, and I know that it was not fair that your lives have been stripped away by something as easily avoidable as a freaking pandemic. And I know that it was difficult to say the least, but just move on forward, right? To know that you went ahead to survive and thrive, and you went on to the next level, grade level, or you went to another school, you move forward, you transition to a higher path. And so again, all of that is for you, right? And whatever it is you may be doing, and again, like I said, I don't care with regards to the live streams or whatever, right? Or the content that I'm putting out, all of it is for you. Know that this is wholehearted and unadulterated love and attention that you're getting from someone who actually cares. And from one teacher, from all the teachers, as I a teacher as well, I want to say I'm sorry, because it's difficult. It's really difficult to say that I'm representing this group when not everyone follows. Not everyone is in line with what I do. Not everyone is in line with the values that I uphold, or what should be for everybody. And I know that it's very difficult. I know that it was a struggle. I know that my students have struggled. I know that my colleagues have struggled. I know that you have been through the ringer, every one of us. But we made it, and we survived COVID. For anyone um who died during the pandemic, sumalangit. That's a saying in Tagalog. In Because I'm Filipino, it means peace to whoever has passed on, wherever you are right now. That's more than important. Sorry, I'm stuttering because sometimes it's a difficult. It's a struggle to try and coordinate words because there's other things on my mind right now, and working on the content that I do. There's a lot going on, right? And so again, I just want to say, again, with everything that's happened, I'm proud that I got to be a part of this generation. I'm proud to have gone through the pandemic with you guys, because now reflecting back on it, it gives me a sense of what it is that I wanted to do, how I wanted to move forward, what is it that I gotta do to make sure that other people don't suffer the same way. So, literally, from myself over here at the channel to you guys, the subscribers, to the viewers, whoever watches this, congrats. Literally. I don't know how to say it at any other way other than to say congrats as well. For everything that you went through, for every struggle, toil, trial, and trepidation that you went through, not only in everything that you've done, but in everything that you will go through later on. I just hope for the best for you and for all of you guys. Seriously, you're always in my heart and in my thoughts. Otherwise, I wouldn't do this. But that's gonna be it for this live stream. Because I wanted to get this over to you guys like right away, because like I said, it's Friday over here, Friday night, and over there in Saipan, my first home, again, it's morning, and so everyone's enjoying their weekend, and that's completely fine. I just wanted to get this message out to all of you guys to know that you deserve it all. You guys, if any of my students are watching, just know that you deserve everything. If any of my colleagues are watching, just to know that you've been through it all. You've struggled. I saw a viewer come online. Welcome. You've been through so much. And this is something that I can honestly say, with everything. I still remember when it was so chaotic. I still remember when it was such a struggle for everybody. And I'm smiling now to think that I went through it and that other people went through it. And I know it seems inappropriate, but, to really think that a virus that's supposed to kill the whole world, the whole world, but now people are standing head up high with this in their hands, with this, whether it's be a certificate, a diploma, a degree, it's in your hands. I want to say hi to whoever logged on, because I've literally been talking for quite a bit, and also because of the fact that, like I said, other people are watching other things, and that's completely fine. I just want to know who's on, because I have no clue who's on. But really, guys, just to see, I've seen photos of everything, and just seeing people move forward like nothing has happened, and that's good because people are healing. People are healing. The class of 2023 is healing, and they're growing, and they're coming out strong, and all those things, right? It's really amazing. It's really amazing, to say the least. I cannot say it any other way other than to say congrats to all of you. I kept emphasizing that throughout the live stream. It's been going on for 24 minutes. And like I said, people are shy when they want to comment or whatever, right? But I understand. I understand that. But really, I can't think of a generation that's going to experience what we went through. The pain and the suffering, the anguish. But only us. Only our generations, the generations now, whether it be you younger or the older generation, the generations like now, we went through it. We went through it, and it's in our memory. It's gonna stay, but it's also going to be an example of just how resilient people are. You know, we deserve everything, and you guys deserve all the praise. All of us deserve the praise for having been through everything, and this school year really showcased just how much we've been through. We've been through so much together, and I cannot emphasize it any other way that I was glad to have been through this with you guys. Again, I don't know how else to say it, but again, we made it. We made it. Um, I don't know what else to say apart from this live stream, but there's just something else that I wanted to add on. Again, I gave my congrats to you guys as well, but just some updates as well. You guys have noticed as well. I made the Instagram, the meme gram, as I like to call it, and so, I went ahead and expanded the channel, the channel's reach over there on Instagram, and so, I put it up there over there, different memes as well compared to what I do here also on YouTube. I just took a little break from that because I realized that there was a lot just happening right now. Like I got a call for an interview about something, and then I decided to exercise more often and all those things. Life keeps going on, and I wanted to take every advantage I got, every opportunity to just go out into NYC and say, hey, there's more to the world, right? Apart from what I'm doing here, but I still love doing this. I just love to move around and do things. That's my mindset. But also apart from that as well, so I took a little break, a hiatus from Instagram just because of the fact that I wanted to reorganize because I realized I inserted myself in something that also grew. Like if you guys go on Instagram, you guys can check out the links in when you go to the about page on the main page. You guys can check that out, and you saw how big it grew. I had zero. There was no one watching at the time, and then I tried out something, see if it worked, and blah blah blah, and all of a sudden it just blew up. Instagram just literally blew up, and I think it's now at 300 followers or something like that. I'm not bragging or anything about that. It was just surprising to think that people like this stuff. And so there was that. You can check that out on Instagram. See two people online. If you're comment shy, I totally don't mind. It's just awesome to have you over here. But whoever logged on, again, congrats to you for making it to the end of the school year. Congrats to making it to summer in general. We made it to the summer season, right? And so I was saying, on Instagram, like I said, it just blew up, and I don't know how, I don't know why, but it was just amazing to see that happen. So I'm trying to combine the channels. Sorry for the dog. He's a pit bull. So I'm trying to combine YouTube and Instagram to make this one giant Convos family. Combining all the subscribers, the followers, the viewers, and all that stuff. I'm trying to make it together. And so I realized that if I was gonna do that, I needed to be organized with what I was doing. So I went on ahead, and on Instagram, I literally took a break from that just to want to reorganize myself. And now I have a game plan for what I wanted to do on Instagram. So there's that. So wish me luck on that, guys. I hope for the best on that. And so, again, wish me luck on that because I really don't know what's going to happen with it. But I know that YouTube is growing, Instagram is growing. We're going to be one big happy family, and that's what matters here, right? But anyway, apart from that, guys, I think I'm going to end the live stream over here just because of the fact that I said what I wanted to say. I did what I needed to do. I congratulated you guys, whoever stuck on and whoever came on. Again, this is all for you, and if not for you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. Just wanting to get out and reach out to you guys for everything. Whoever's on, last chance to say hello because I just wanted to give my shout out to you. Whoever it is, I don't know who it is, but again, you guys have an amazing audience, and you guys have been so wonderful. And again, just know that this is my unadulterated love for you guys and wherever you are in the world because you guys are made me who I am today. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been an awesome live stream. Congrats again to the class of 2023, elementary, middle school, high school, college, vocational school, whatever academy or whatever place you've graduated from. Again, congrats to you. We made it. We're going to be an awesome gen. We're going to move forward. I don't want to say like and subscribe or whatever, but it was amazing to have you here as an audience, and I couldn't cherish that any other way. You guys have been amazing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions for me. I know this was pretty short, but I just wanted to get my point straight across. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. If you guys have anything that's too personal to say on YouTube, you can always DM me or PM me on my social media. It's up to you guys where you want to reach out to me. It totally don't matter. I totally don't mind. But anyway, guys, that's really gonna be it. I'm actually gonna sign off now. I should have done this, but anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, share, sub, much love. I always say that at the end because I leave you guys to judge who the heck I am. And much love, everyone. I'll see you at the next live stream. I got more in store for you. Keep seeing more posts. You guys have been an awesome audience. And I'll see you at the next live stream. It's going to be at 8:15. I probably should rethink the time, but hey, I don't know. I'll see how it goes, right? Peace out and have an awesome night. And congrats once again. Bye to whoever that viewers.